welcome to Episode 5 of Ship of the Week. The period between the two world wars saw rapid advancement in ocean liner size and speed. The Blue Ribbon, the semi-mythical award granted to whichever liner held the speed record either east or westbound, was a highly sought-after accomplishment. Shipping companies, and often the governments of their parent nations, poured nearly bottomless wells of money into producing a slightly sleeker hull or slightly more efficient turbines. Often, the record belonged to a ship only briefly before another snatched it away again when she bested her rival's time. It was in this enormously competitive environment that Navigazione Generale Italiana ordered a new 51,000-ton liner called SS Guglielmo Marconi to be built at Genoa. The Italian government encouraged NGI and a rival Italian steamship line, Lloyd Sabaudo, to merge in order to facilitate the completion of their respective planned large liners. Although, with the nature of the Italian government of the day being what it was, encouraged is probably a little polite. Nevertheless, the two companies became one, known as Italian Line, and the two ships entered service together as running mates, Rex and Conte di Savoia. Christened in 1931 at a ceremony presided over by King Emmanuel III and Queen Elena, Rex entered service the following year. She departed on her maiden voyage on September 27th to great fanfare, with Benito Mussolini visiting the ship to see her off. The star-studded passenger list was pleased with the glamorous liner at first, but prior to even clearing Gibraltar, her electrical generator room suffered a pump failure and the entire compartment filled with water. Rex was forced to remain at anchor, off the coast, until replacement parts could arrive aboard her fleetmate Vulcania, and the compartment could be pumped out. Filled with consternation, a significant portion of her passengers left the ship, many traveling up to Germany to catch Norddeutscher Lloyd's SS Europa, bound for New York. The repairs aboard Rex took a few days to accomplish, and then off she sped, making up a surprising amount of the time she lost. In fact, when Europa steamed into New York the following week, she found Rex already tied up at the Italian Line pier, presumably in full dress flags for her maiden arrival, and her officers probably not at all smug. The following August, she accomplished what she was built for, passing the symbolic blue ribbon finish line at the Ambrose Light 4 days and 13 hours after she departed. This photograph was taken from a United States Air Force B-17, part of a squadron of them, which intercepted the ship in 1938 for a photo opportunity and partly to demonstrate the Boeing aircraft's capabilities. The press had somewhat of a field day with this event. Rex's interiors, as represented by her first-class staircase depicted here, were of an older style than her running mate Conte di Savoia, which was decorated in the strikingly modern liner style derivative of Art Deco that developed aboard interwar French ships. When German tanks rolled into Poland and the Axis powers, including Italy, went to war, Rex and Conte di Savoia diverted from the suddenly less welcoming Atlantic route, but carried on operating cruises in the Mediterranean until even that became impractical. From 1940, both ships lay idle in Italian ports, moving anchorages occasionally to keep them out of harm's way. Royal Air Force reconnaissance caught Rex moving south under tow in September of 1944. On September 8th, Royal and United States Air Force Bristol Beaufighters and P-51 Mustangs arrived off Trieste and unleashed on the vacant liner. Her upper works ablaze and her hull breached in multiple places, she rolled over and sank, coming to rest on her port side. After the war, several plans to raise and reconstruct the ship were proposed, but the ship lay in waters claimed by Yugoslavia, which forbid any Italian recovery efforts, and she was broken up where she lay.